dear students. Before I start with my today's topic, I want to show you one animated video. I want you all to watch the video very carefully as I am going to ask some questions based on that video. So, are you all ready to watch the video? I'm sure you will enjoy the video because it is having some animation in it. So, let's begin with the video. So, did you enjoy the animation in the video? Yes, I'm sure you must have enjoyed it. But while enjoying the animation, I hope you have not missed the content. Have you? Now tell me what you have observed in the video. There is one person named as Suhas who is running a small business of manufacturing. He is in trouble because he is not getting success in his business. He wants to get more success in his business and he told his grief to his friend, and his friend advised him to see Dr. Ajay, who is a senior consultant. Now here Suhas met Dr. Ajay and he asked his consultation. Mr. Suhas asked consultation to Dr. Ajay, and Suhas is trying to explain his problem that his business is going down, please help me. And as a consultant, Mr. Suhas is in trouble, so Dr. Ajay is consoling him that have some patience and don't get panic and tell me about your problem. So as a consultant, he is worried for his client and he is ready to listen his problem and he is ready to give solution as well. So Mr. Suhas now will tell what is his problem, and Dr. Ajay and his team listening his problem. Mr. Suhas is telling that I have a small business and I don't get success even after working hard. I have tried all the ways but failed. So he is in financial crisis. So he is in trouble. This is what he is explaining. And he is not able to get into it that how to go online with my business or how to increase the sale of my business. So he is asking help to Dr. Ajay. See now Dr. Ajay with a smiling face. He is consoling Mr. Suhas that don't worry, let me explain you everything. Now let's see the next part of it. Dr. Ajay said that I'm going to show you one video clip and you have to see it carefully. Now let's see what is that video clip is all about. some people are chit-chatting, mouth-to-mouth publicity. Then one person is reading newspaper. Then hoarding. Then next is television. Okay. And the next is business card. And last one, I think it is telephone. That all the images were related to traditional marketing. Traditional marketing refers to any type of marketing that is not online. This means print, or you can see here newspaper or broadcast or direct mail or phone calls, outdoor advertisements like hoardings or billboards, or from newspaper to radio. This method of marketing helps to reach the targeted audience but in a traditional manner. And on the other hand, there is another image with some logos of Facebook, Google Plus, Pinterest, then this is LinkedIn, so on and so forth. So this is the difference between traditional marketing and new or online marketing, or the new era of marketing. So we have seen the traditional marketing tools. Those are newspaper, hoardings, then group discussion or mouth-to-mouth publicity, then hoardings, so on and so forth. Now we will see what is digital marketing is actually. Digital marketing does not only mean that marketing online. It involves many things. It is a component of marketing that utilizes internet and online based digital technologies. Say for example your computer, your mobile, or other digital medias, say social medias. All these are the components of digital marketing. That means when we talk about digital marketing, it means that the platform which is available in today's world in the hand of the customer. So it can be your smartphone, it can be your email account, it can be your website, it can be your social media account. So all these are the constraints, or all these are the main factors involved in digital marketing. Here in the figure itself you can see that there are some images related to social media, there are some images related to email, mobile. All these are the channels of digital marketing. Now let's see the next part, that is the channels of digital marketing. So these are the different channels in digital marketing. This is the figure from your textbook, figure number 2.2. SEO, mobile marketing, email marketing, pay-per-click marketing, content marketing, and social media marketing. Now let's see the first marketing strategy, that is mobile marketing. Now mobile marketing is a multi-channel digital marketing strategy aimed at reaching a targeted audience on their smartphones or tablets or other mobile devices via websites or emails, or you can say SMS or MMS. For example, many companies are having their Android apps, and you can place order through that app, and with the help of that app the company sends you promotional codes or some kind of discount coupons, and whether you need it or not, you buy it sometimes because you are getting some good discount. So this is also one kind of marketing strategy. Say your mother has cooked something delicious at home, but still you feel like eating a pizza, and you just have a look at your mobile and there is one promotional SMS that you are getting discount of 1 plus 1 pizza, or you're going to get 1 pizza plus 1 pizza free, and immediately you place an order and you become a scapegoat. Yes, you become a scapegoat because you are not at all in need of that thing, but still, as the promotional SMS arrived on your mobile at the right time when you are in need of something to eat from outside, right? So this kind of marketing strategy is there, and it is nowadays it is becoming very popular. Let's see the next marketing strategy, that is, yes, these symbols can tell you all, that is social media marketing. Social media marketing is the use of social media platforms. Here you can see that the symbols of social media channels are being given: LinkedIn or Skype or Twitter, Facebook, such kind of. Then here Telegram icon is there, WhatsApp. All these are the social media platforms which are used to promote the product or promote the services as well. It simply means to create original social media content such as blogs or videos, and those blogs or videos can be shared on these social media platforms. Nowadays we all know that 50% or 60% time we spend on these type of social media networks. It might be Instagram or Facebook, and while looking at the post, many times some promotional advertisements pop-ups, and we may get attracted to that, and we click on that link, we visit that page, we read the content. That is nothing but marketing through social media. So this is also one important channel in digital marketing era. The next one we will see is promotional emails. Email marketing is one of the most important factor in digital marketing because it delivers highly relevant content to the customer's inbox. One of the top ways to engage a customer and increase traffic to the website is nothing but email newsletters. Email marketing is also one kind of very popular digital marketing strategy. Then next we will see is SEO. This is quite new concept, that is search engine optimization. It is nothing but to attract the visitors to your website. You have a beautiful website of your product or services, and you go on telling the people to visit the website. By visiting the website, people may get attracted to the products you are selling. Suppose you are having a cake shop and you have a beautiful website of your cake shop, and you are putting daily some new recipes, some new inventions of the recipes on the website, and the sales promotion also you are making through the website. So this website attracts the people and they may get converted into your customers. So genuine visitors with an interest about the need, or he may not be in need of the product, but he may buy it as he gets attracted through your website. And SEO will also help your website to rank high on the Google search engine. Once your website ranks high on the search engine, then you will get number of customers. Then next is pay per click, or short form of this is PPC. A model of internet marketing in which advertisers pay a fee each time one of their advertisement is clicked. Let me give you one good example for this. While watching videos on YouTube, if you come across any advertisement, then you can surely conclude that this is nothing but PPC. That means the channel owner is getting some money because many viewers are viewing that particular video, and the viewership ranks high for that channel. So might be YouTube or Google, or the advertisement or the product owner is keeping such kind of advertises on that particular video. If the person is watching that video and he come across that advertise, and he click on that advertise or the link which is being shown in that advertise, then the channel owner is also going to get money, and ultimately YouTube is also earning some money from that company. So this kind of pay per click advertisement or marketing is also popular, because for any small reason nowadays we go to Google or we go to YouTube channel to search the video, and this is the most famous style of getting information from the customer's point of view, and that can be a good chance from the marketing point of view that they implement this pay per click on the channels. The next type, that is last type, quality content or content marketing. In your textbook it is written that content is the king. Yes, of course, a good or a quality content may attract the people to your website and may convert those visitors into good customers. The quality content is the fuel that drives your digital marketing strategy. Why this is so? Because the content marketing is another way of most effective digital marketing channel. A piece of promotional content, there might be some good blog or some infographics or some video, news or checklist which is there in your website related to your product, then that may attract the viewer. These are the marketing channels we have seen. Now we have seen the digital marketing channels, and by using all these channels or combination of these channels, it is possible to increase the sale of the product with the help of internet. But for this, the most important thing is that you must know what is search engine and how this search engine actually works. A web search engine is nothing but a software system that is designed to carry out web search, to search World Wide Web in a systematic way for particular information specified in a textual web search query. And the result which we get with the help of this search engine is called as search engine result page, is SERP. Examples of search engines: Google. No need of any introduction about Google, because 80% search queries on the internet are being searched by this Google search engine. Then next is Bing. Have you heard the name Bing search engine? It is one of the second most popular search engine used today with about millions of queries every day. Bing is Microsoft's attempt to challenge Google search engine, but the real fact is that their efforts did not manage or convince the users, and the search engine cannot produce a better result. So they have tried to compete Google, but unfortunately they have failed in it. Then next is very popular search engine of 90s, that is Yahoo, but it was at number 1 position at 90s, but right now it is at 4th position. Askme.com. Many of these search engine names you might have not heard also, because we are Google babies, so we search everything on Google nowadays. So Ask.com is formerly known as AskGV. The next one is AOL. According to daily search result, AOL is still at top 10 search engines. Then next one, that is Baidu. Baidu was founded in 2000 and it is one of the popular search engine used in China. And the next one, that is DuckDuckGo. Like the other search engines, DuckDuckGo is one of the popular and user-friendly search engine. It has huge advantage over the other search engines. The DuckDuckGo search engine has clean interface. It does not track any user because whatever we are searching on Google, it is being tracked. Whether you are search it on Facebook or Google or YouTube, it is being tracked. But it is said that DuckDuckGo is the safe search engine which does not track the user, and it is having number of very nice features. All these are search engines, or these are the types of search engines. Now we will see the most important thing, that when we search something on these search engines, what actually happens. This is Google search engine, and suppose I want to buy a laptop. I will type here best laptop. You can see in the result that the first link is being shown to me, and you can see here what is written: AD. AD stands for advertisement. If I go down, then another link is there, but there is no any advertisement kind of thing is written. This type of search is called as organic search, which is default search, or it is quite possible that many visitors might have visited this website. So Google has ranked this website at third position, and this is Dell Computers website which is having AD as a symbol. It is a paid search. So there are two types of search: paid search and organic search. Whenever you come across with this AD or sponsored such type of keywords, then without any doubt you can say that these sites are paid sites. Here one another example where I am trying to search best mobile phone, and this type of sponsored word is there. So this is also paid search. So whenever you come across this type of paid or sponsored words, these are the paid search. Here also you can see that ads related to best mobile. So these are all paid search. Here I have changed the search engine. I have used Yahoo as a search engine. The same thing here, it is paid search as AD symbol is there, and this is organic search without any advertisement or without any payment. Let's talk about SEO. Lot of people think that it is some kind of magic, but it's not the case. Let's understand this from your perspective. What do you do when you want something from the internet? You search for it, right? And then you click on the wonderful links on the first page of the search results. In fact, more than 90% visitors will behave exactly the same way. Have you ever thought of how those web pages at the top of your search result? It is because they were search engine optimized. Yes, this is the concept, that is search engine optimized. Exactly how search engine works is closely guarded secret, but the main principle are they are based on two main factors, that are keywords and links. Let's now focus on keywords first. Your chances for a better ranking grow when your website contains the same words that are being searched. Keywords are especially effective when they are found in the website at the title position or at the heading levels. One thing is very important: while inserting too many keywords, that is the quantity of the keywords. One should maintain the quality of the keywords and not just keep on typing the quantity of keywords. That has to be remembered. Some so-called SEO experts try to fool the search engines with so many keywords, and it is found that ridiculous that keywords occurrence instead of focusing on the quality content. So quality comes first and then the quantity. That is the thing every website developer should take a note of it. Now let's see what are the links actually are. Website links to your own website, that is the other websites which are linked to your website, tells the search engine that you have some good content or some good stuff. But again, the quality is more important. It's not just a matter of a quantity. The link for irrelevant content are being banned or are being disliked, and this is how SEO works with the help of keywords and links. Now let's see what are keywords. Keywords are not just words but a group of words and phrases which actually acts as a link between your content and what the reader or visitor are searching for. It may happen that your content might get lost in the World Wide Web, where many such content are available. So, if you want to reach to your targeted audience or viewers, then you must have keywords included into your HTML program. We are in an era of phrases to reach your readers with their specific requirements. Otherwise, there is higher chances that your content may reach to the wrong audience. To make it clear, let's take an example. If you have a website deals with pet care accessories and the keyword used in say your metadata or title tag or heading tag as pet, which is very generic word, then the audience searching for pet doctors might land on your page, which is no relevance to your niche. So here comes the real importance of the keywords, which are the group of words or phrases to target your specific audience. Now the question which comes to your mind is that which keywords should we use or should we go for to reach your targeted audience? Isn't it? Well, there are two categories of words: informational and transactional. And you can select one of them for your blog or website. It depends upon your content of the website. Suppose your website is just informative website, then you should use informational keywords. If your website is having some sales or purchase, then it should have those keywords. So this is the method to give keywords into your program, into your HTML program, into metadata. Now there are three types of keywords. One is head keyword or shorter keyword, consists of one or two words, that is more generic and high search volume. Most of the people search for these short keywords. And second is long tail keyword, that consists of 3 to 4 words and more likely to reach to the targeted audience. Many a times people search on the net for the long term words. Say for example, in your textbook it is written that soft comfortable sports shoes. So this long tail keywords consist of 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 words. If you want to outsmart and rank high or rank at the top of the Google search engine as compared to your market competitors, then you need to make sure that you have right amount of keywords included into your program. Otherwise, it is not possible to rank the page high on the search engine. So this is how keywords plays very important role for ranking your website at top 10 pages or top 2 pages or at the higher rank on the search engine. Now look at the image here. What you can figure it out from this image? Person is wearing white hat and another person which is having some devil type of face and wearing a black hat. Correct? The term black hat originated in Western movies to distinguish bad guys from the good guys who wore white cap or white hat. Nowadays, this term is very much popular for describing computer hackers or virus creators and those who perform unethical actions with computers. Black hat and white hat are the two terminologies. The same is applicable for SEO, that is search engine optimization. Black hat SEO, that is bad, and white hat SEO, that is good. But what this black hat SEO and white hat SEO is actually means, we will see what it actually means. Let's first see what is white hat SEO. The white hat SEO is nothing but ethical and genuine way to rank your website at the top, which is used to give best environment to users or website visitors. And the page should contain the information which is useful for the users, no fraudulent. The way to improve user experience ethically and genuinely without any fraud. And it ensures that the web page contents are real and genuine. It is not a copy of any popular website. Whatever content, whatever is being displayed is genuine and true. So this is white hat SEO. Black hat SEO, manipulating Google's algorithm to improve the ranking of the website. Now we will first see what is the meaning of algorithm. Systematic set of programs, and to create a copy of a popular website and to manipulate Google's algorithm, one can rank his website top by duplicating the content from the original or good website. So Google is having crawler. What is crawler? It is nothing but a small program which is there in the website to collect information. So Google crawler reads the content and thinks that the website is original and it ranks the web page. But again I said, to make a duplication of something which is original, to manipulate something is not a good idea at all, and it is a evil thing. So to avoid this, we are not going to follow such kind of tactics. What we are going to follow? We are going to follow white hat SEO with the original content by attracting the people with good content, having some good social media platform involved. So such kind of things can be incorporated in the website and the white hat strategy can be followed. This is one kind of warning that please do not follow black hat SEO. Avoid black hat technique. Because if you follow such kind of technique, and you never know, Google algorithms are daily changing and they are becoming more smart. So if they found that you are fooling them by attracting the people, by attracting the fake people, then they might rank your website down, or they might finish the future of your website on their search engine. The latest example, you might have heard about the famous celebrities, that they have many followers on their social media handles, but it is being observed that they all are fake. Just to get a fame and name, they have made this type of fake follower fan club to their social media handle. So it is also a crime, and the investigation is nowadays going on regarding all these things. A crime is crime for everyone. To avoid all such things, better to follow white hat SEO to have genuine content, no copy content on your website. Now let's see some important points, that is, always follow white hat SEO and don't try to fool your website visitors. Then be honest, and definitely you will get a proper rank on a search engine, because Google has intelligent search engine algorithms. They might track you, and the definition of the algorithm is given, that is a set of instructions designed to perform a specific task. So you have to be careful and you have to rank your website that with the help of white hat SEO only. If it finds you are failing to rank your website, then it may rank you down. So you have to take care of all these things, because Google can also blacklist you and your business go down in the open market. So all these things related to white hat and black hat SEO are very important. Please note down that to follow black hat SEO, that is to copy the content from other sources, or to make exact copy of the original website by creating same copy, it is not at all a good practice. Please do watch my next video for on page, off page and technical SEO, then SEO audit and Google Analytics. See you in my next video. Thank you.